Okay, so next heading will be the balancing chemical reaction. So we do not require notes part for that. No. Okay. So our heading will be balancing chemical reaction, or we can say equation. Okay, see, for that, okay, we are taking one example. We will understand this with the help of example. Okay, so first example we are going to take in consideration as first reaction. We are going to balance sulfur dioxide. It is SO2. Is sulfur dioxide when reacts with hydrogen sulfide. Its formula is H2S. They forms sulfur and water, H2O. Okay, this is the chemical reaction we have to balance. Okay, it is not balanced now. See, here we have only one oxygen atom on product side, but in reactant side we have two, means reaction is not balanced, is it? So we have to balance this chemical equation. Okay, so in examination you are not going to like ask for to how to balance the chemical equation. You will provide one chemical equation which will be unbalanced, and you have to write the balanced form only. Okay, you are not you do not have to go through with the procedure, okay, in examination. So for that we will understand how we are going to write the balanced chemical equation. We will balance one by one. So I am making one table and dividing it into two parts. One is for reactant and another is for product. Okay, and here I am going to write all the elements one by one. So first we will check whether sulfur is balanced or not. So in reactant side we have two reactants. In one first reactant we have one sulfur atom, so we have to write one over here. And in second reactant again we have one, so we have to write again one. So total number of sulfur on reactant side are 2. Okay, but in product side we have sulfur only in first product, so we have here only one, and in second product we do not have any, so we have to just leave it, or we can write the dash. So total number of sulfur on product side we have one only. So after sulfur we will check for oxygen. So next atom will be oxygen. So for oxygen in first reactant side, for the first reactant we have two oxygen atoms, so we have to write 2 here. Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, because in between I am getting voice. Okay. And in second reactant we do not have any oxygen atom, so we have to write dash, or we can leave it also, means total number of oxygen on reactant side we have 2. We have to check on product side. On first product we do not have any, so we have to leave it, or we can write the dash. But in second product we have one oxygen atom, so we have to write 1. So total number of oxygen on product side is 1 only. Now we have to write same for the hydrogen atom. So in first reactant we do not have any hydrogen, so we have to leave it. But in second we have 2 hydrogen atoms, so total number of hydrogen on reactant side will be 2. First product is do not have any, so we have to write dash. But in second product we have 2 hydrogen atoms, is it? So we have to write 2 over here. So total number of hydrogen are 2. Okay, so if we will compare on reactant and product side, hydrogen is balanced now. okay, because we had 2 and here also we had 2. Sulfur we have in reactant side 2, but product side we have only 1. So first we have to balance oxygen atom, because in product side we have 1 and reactant side we have only 2. Okay, so we have to balance first oxygen atom. So in order to balance oxygen atom, we had to see, I'm going to change the ink. So we had to multiply this by 2, because see, our product is H2O. So in order to balance, we can't write here 2. Okay, we can't write, because H2O is water and
Two H2.
H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so if we will write 2 here, the product will get changed. That's why we do not have to write.
Sir, take Anil.
uh,
Sir, take Anil inside the class.
Somebody is there in waiting room.
Sir, someone is waiting in the.
Yes. He just came. Okay. Now, means we had to multiply only by coefficient. Okay, we can't write 2 over here. Okay, so we have to multiply by 2 coefficient. So we have multiplied here by 2 coefficient, then this one number will also will get multiplied by 2. So total number of hydrogen, oxygen will be 2 now. Okay, see, we have balanced oxygen by multiplying here by 2. So we have to write the next chemical equation. So it is SO2 plus H2S equals to sulfur plus twice H2O. See, in order to balance oxygen, we have multiplied here by 2. So oxygen is got balanced, but number of hydrogen will also get increased now. So we have to multiply hydrogen also here by 2. Okay, because cause and effect, we have caused on oxygen, but effect also causes on the hydrogen also. So total number of hydrogen now become 4. Okay, but in product side we have only 2. So in product side, in next step we have to again see, next step I'm going to write by blue ink. Okay, so in next step we have to write multiply 2 over here, so it will also get multiplied. So total number of hydrogen will become 4. So now 4 and 4, now hydrogen are balanced. So in product side here we have to multiply by 2 also. So in next reaction, SO2 plus twice H2S equals to S plus twice H2O. Okay, now what is balanced now? Hydrogen is balanced. We have 4 on reactant side and 4 on product side. Oxygen 2 on reactant side.
Oxygen is also balanced.
Yes, oxygen is also balanced. Now we have, see, again here we have multiplied H2S by 2 coefficient, then that sulfur will also get increased. So here we have to multiply by 2 also on second reactant. So second reactant is here. So total number of hydrogen will be, sulfur will be now 3. See, here 2 into 1 is 2 and is 1. So 2 and 1 is 3 now. Okay. So in reactant side here, we have to multiply by 3 also here. So on next reaction, we can write it as, now the balanced chemical equation, I'm going to write with the help of green ink. So SO2 plus twice H2S equals to, see, we are multiplying product side here by 3. Okay, so 1 into 3 will become 3. So sulfur will also get balanced. So here we have to multiply by 3S, 3 sulfur plus twice H2O. Okay, now we have to check finally whether the reaction is balanced or not. So on sulfur side, reactant side we have 3 sulfur atom. Same on product side we have 3 sulfur atom. So sulfur is balanced. Oxygen is also balanced. We have 2 atom on both the side. Hydrogen atom is also balanced. On reactant side we have 4, and also on product side we have 4. Means the reaction will now get balanced. Okay, so this is the way. So this is the balanced chemical equation or reaction. Okay, now this is the balanced chemical reaction. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again take a screenshot. If you will find any doubt, you can ask me, or you can observe the same video lecture on YouTube also. Okay, so take a screenshot, then we'll balance the next reaction. Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, so now we will balance the next reaction. So it is first, now we are going to balance the second reaction. Second reaction, we have Ag. You know what is Ag? Ag is silver. Plus, yes, plus it is going to react with hydrogen chloride, HCl. Okay, the product will be AgCl. It is silver chloride and hydrogen gas is releases. Okay, so this is the reaction we have to balance. So can you balance for me?
Sir, 2HCl
Huh?
will balance this. I balance it.
Okay,
Sir,
see,
done balancing.
done. So you I think quite find very easy way to balance, is it?
No, sir. I've been doing it for a long time.
Okay, so we'll go through the procedure once so that everybody will get understood. Okay, again we have to make two part of the table. One is for reactant side and one is for product side. Okay, now Ag, we have on reactant side only one. Second reactant do not have any, so total number of silver 1. In product side again we have one on first product, second product we do not have any, so total number of silver is balanced. I think silver is balanced now. Next, hydrogen. Hydrogen we have one, no, not here. So in first reactant we do not have any, but second we have one. So total number of hydrogen on reactant side is 1. And on product side we do not have any here, but here we have 2. So total number of hydrogens on product sides are 2. Now we have to balance, right, for chlorine. So chlorine we do not have any on first, but we have on second. So here we have to write 1. So total number of chlorine is 1. In first product we have one chlorine atom, and on second product we do not have any. So total number of chlorine are 1. So here we can see that silver and chlorine are balanced, but hydrogen is not balanced. Okay, so I'm going to change the ink. So what we'll do, we have to multiply here by 2 coefficient. Okay, then total number of hydrogen will become 2 now. Okay, so here we have to multiply by 2. Okay, so we have to write reaction again. It is Ag plus twice HCl equals to AgCl plus H2. Okay, now hydrogen is balanced now, but in order to balance the hydrogen we have multiplied here by 2, so the total number of chlorine will also get increased now. Okay, so now we'll have to balance the we have to write here chlorine also, because chlorine also doubled because it is along with hydrogen. So here we have to again multiply by 2, so total number of chlorine on reactant side will be 2 now. but product side we have only one. So here we have to again multiply by 2. So now 1 into 2 will become 2. So now again our chlorine is balanced, but here we have to multiply here by 2. So again we have to write chemical reaction again. It is Ag plus twice HCl equals to twice AgCl plus H2. Somebody is in waiting room or what? No. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, next. Where were we? See now, hydrogen is also got balanced. We were balancing the chlorine atom. So here we have multiplied by 2. So silver atom is also got increased. So here, where is silver? On product side, we have Ag over here. So here again, we have to multiply by 2. So 1 into 2 means 2. Again, our silver got doubled. So here total number of silver on product side are 2. See, hydrogen is balanced. We have 2 on reactant side and 2 on product side. Chlorine is also balanced. It is 2 on reactant side and 2 on product side. But now silver is not balanced. So on product side we have 2. So on reactant side we have only 1. So we had to multiply by 2 coefficient. Okay. So 1 into 2 will become 2. So here we have to multiply by 2. So next reaction will be the balanced one. So it is twice Ag plus twice HCl equals to twice AgCl plus H2. It is hydrogen gas is releases into the atmosphere to we have to represent by upright arrow. Okay. So now the reaction is balanced. So we have to check. See, here we have 2 silver atom. So here we have 1 into 2 means 2 here we have. Now 2 hydrogens are on reactant side. So here we have 2 hydrogen on product side. So hydrogen also got balanced. We have chlorine atom here 1 and 2 is coefficient. So 1 into 2 means 2 chlorine on product side. So here we have again 1 and 2 coefficient means product side and reactant side number of chlorine atom is also got balanced. Okay. So we can say this is our balanced chemical reaction. So I hope the second reaction we have balanced is quite easier than the first. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So any doubt in both the chemical reaction while balancing?
No, sir.
Any doubt? If you do have any doubt, just clear now. Anybody, any doubt? No? No doubt?
No, sir, I don't have doubt.
Okay. So then I'll have doubt. Okay. So I am going to give you one homework so that you will prepare at home and we will discuss on the next lecture. Okay. So if you will balance I'm going to I'm going to give you one chemical reaction. You have to balance, okay, at home without taking help from internet or book. You have to do on your own. Okay. Then we will discuss on the next lecture. So one reaction is for homework you. So write down homework. So the reaction is sodium hydroxide is NaOH. It is sodium hydroxide. When it is going to react with hydrogen, it is H2SO sulfuric acid, H2SO4. It is also called hydrogen sulfate, but it is sulfuric acid, and it gives sodium sulfate. It is Na2SO4 and gives water molecule. Okay, so this is the reaction you have to balance. So I'm going to write here balance the given chemical reaction. Okay, so this is homework. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you have to go through with procedure. You do not have to write, sir, here two, here one, like coefficient we are going to write. So not like that. You have to go through the procedure, then you will not get any difficulties. Okay. So I think you have understood balancing the chemical reaction. So again, we are going to the on your note section. Okay. See, there are many short techniques, because in examination you will have to write only the balanced chemical equation. You do not have to write all the procedure, how you are going to balance by multiplying one step, two step. No, you have to write only the balanced chemical equation. That's why here shortcut technique is also given over here. Okay, so whatever is written on notebook, don't go through it. Whatever we have balanced, okay, practically just go through that particular table only, tabular form. Okay, you will balance the reaction definitely. Okay, now chemical reaction and equation part second. Now we are going to this above part was the first. Now we are going to cover the second part. Here we will discuss about the types of chemical reaction. Okay, so it is again very important part, because all these type of chemical reaction we have to understand one by one. Combination reaction, its name itself says there is a two or more atom going to combine to form a single product, will be the combination reaction. Decomposition means to break down. When a single substance break down into simpler form is called as decomposition reaction. Then we have single displacement and double displacement reaction. So in double displacement reaction, PPT is formed, and due to the exchange of ion. But in single displacement reaction, only the displacement of more reactive element takes place along with the less reactive element, a compound of less reactive element, where single displacement reaction takes place. Then we have redox reaction. See, redox is made of formed by the two different letters. See, here we are writing REDOX. Okay, so in REDOX we have RED is stand for reduction, and OX represents the oxidation. So reduction takes place by the gain of electron, or gain of hydrogen, or loss of oxygen. Takes place. Okay, so in all the three cases, if any one takes place, we have one more, but I think you will study in the next class, but I'm going to write over here: decrease in oxidation state. Fourth condition, decrease in oxidation state. Okay, like if Fe6 plus we have ion, Fe6 plus ion will gain 3 electron to form Fe3 plus ion. Okay, so here electron gain takes place. So here oxidation number of ferrous is decreased from +6 to +3. Means it also takes place again. It is nothing but the reduction reaction. So to identify reduction reaction, there are 4 possibilities. First, we have to check the gain of electron takes place, then gain of hydrogen atom takes place, or loss of oxygen takes place. And last but not the least is decrease in oxidation state. If any one of them takes place, means it is the reduction reaction. Whereas oxidation is just opposite of the reduction reaction. If here it is loss of electron, so here, gain of electron, so here will be loss of electron takes place. Here gain of hydrogen, so here loss of hydrogen takes place. Here loss of oxygen, here gain of oxygen takes place. And here decrease in oxidation state, here will be increase in oxidation state. If any one of all 4 possibilities takes place, any one, okay, then there will be oxidation reaction. So those reaction in which Oxidation and reduction reaction takes place simultaneously are called as redox reaction. We will understand one by one in detail. Then we have endothermic reaction. Any reaction in which heat energy is absorbed. Okay, heat energy will absorb, then del H, it is nothing but the enthalpy or energy. It is positive. Okay, then it is endothermic reaction. Exo means to release and therm means heat. Okay, so the reaction in which heat energy is releases, they represent by negative del H. Okay, all reactions are called as neutralization reaction. So all
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. You can hear.
hello.
Sir, Hemant sir, you are waiting for me?
Pardon, sir?
You are waiting for me?
No, sir. I am just asking about to the student whether they are having any doubt in today's session or not.
Acha, acha.
So any doubt, beta?
No, sir.
Okay. So we are going to end today's session. Okay. Bye for now.
Sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Bye, beta.
Sir.